ESG, everybody talks about it, but do people really care? Do they actually invest in that way? Okay, well, if you look at the trends, you'll see there's a massive trend towards ESG. Okay, of course, it compounds. Why does it compound? Well, it compounds because the more money that flows in that direction, the more those companies succeed. So just understand some basic investment here. If you're investing your money in a company, so let's say you're buying shares in a company that's ESG friendly, that means that company has its share price go up. So therefore, if it wants to raise money by issuing more shares, then it can raise that money far easier. So therefore, if you're investing in an ESG company, the more people that do, the more that companies can succeed. And the more they can succeed and raise money, the more likely are to continue to succeed. And even if we talk about crypto, and I say it with a smile on my face, why do I say it with a smile on my face? Because I believe in digital assets. And of course, it's been affected. You know, Musk and his tweets have had an effect. And people are now questioning perhaps Bitcoin, and people are saying, you know, how much power is it using? And then of course somebody else will come out and say, well, actually the banks use much more power than Bitcoin. So you're talking about Bitcoin, but we're talking, right, everybody else is using more just in the normal way. And then, of course, if you want to compare it, then you've got things like Ethereum, for example, which is a good platform, but uses far less electricity and power than something like Bitcoin. So does it make a difference? Yes, it makes a difference, because someone like Musk, who's an influencer, goes in that direction. Of course, he's famous for what he's done and being a genius. So as an influencer, he pushes in a particular direction. And if he does that, of course, it influences the market, the digital currency market. And of course, it also affects the way people react. If we talk about football as an example, we've got Qatar, and you know, people would say, you know, fantastic for Qatar, fantastic for the Middle East. And then we talk about labor being employed so inexpensively and taking advantage of people. Okay, but then when we go the other direction, people shout and scream. Okay, but will they still watch the football? Okay, I suggest that most people will. So yes, every bit counts, everything counts, and people footballers making a stand against it. It counts. Does it totally change the world overnight? My personal opinion is that it doesn't. Can you be 100% ESG? No. But regulators are on it. In other words, they're checking that people, when they say it's ESG, is it really? The regulators are on it and they're checking thoroughly. So if a company says they're ESG friendly, it's quite tough to hit those guidelines. And there really are stringent guidelines to show that you're an ESG friendly investment. From a deVere point of view, obviously, we're looking at it and we're trying to make sure when we talk about ESG, we're talking about good performance for our clients. Because at the end of the day, we want our clients to have things that are going to make money for themselves and for their future. We talk about ESG, we're talking about making sure they can do that in a real and a correct manner that's going to be able to be good for the planet and actually at the same time protect and look after their capital. We have those objectives, and it's important as a company we're clear on those objectives.